create your courses. So these bars that you see is the courses. If you leave your cursor on that icon, it tells you what it is for. So now this is for course creation. So you click here, and that's how it's so easy. Just create your new course, create your first course. That's about it. Okay. Now it will say what do you want the title of the course. So let's say I'm saying create and sell digital courses. Okay. What is the subtitle you want? I would say everything you need to implement now to create your online presence. Some subtitle that you want. Who is the author? If you have multiple authors, then you can choose which is the author and just simply say create course. You can define your sections and lectures within the section. So now I could just say this is the day one of the course, day one, whatever way you want to write. Okay. If it is like a 30-day program, then day 2, day 3. First, we'll look at this, then I will show you the functional one. So you will get an idea how it works. So I'm just saying day 1, and my lecture 1 in day 1 is a welcome message. Remember, we looked at the curriculum course design, what should be there, right? Welcome message. Okay. Now this is, then you click on that tick mark button. So it is saving it. If you don't click on that, it will just simply go away. Now add new lecture. So then we will say that I will say why knowledge business. That is my content here. That is just a welcome message, helping people understand, how to go about the course, etc. Then we are talking about why knowledge business now. Okay. And then what will I will teach them? I will just say 3 stages of knowledge business. Okay. So now, one at a time, there is a particular flow I'm talking about. So let's go in that flow. Okay. So now I've created the 4 day 1. These are my 4 videos. Then I will add a new section and I will call it day 2. There was a button on the top right, the section. I'll show it to you again. This is a new section button. You can also do, now these are bulk uploads. Okay. If you have already made everything, this is very helpful feature. You can bulk upload all the files, so you don't have to do it one at a time. But from beginner's perspective, I'm outlining my program. I have already first maybe I can create an outline here, then go and record the videos, or I already have the videos. I have thought through it very well. Okay, and then now I'm coming back and outlining them here. Okay. But this is the way to go. You can create your outline here and then record the videos and then upload them. But if you do bulk upload, by default, it will just take the name with which you have stored your file. Then there is a lot of rework, changing and stuff like that. So this is one technique to upload your courses this way. Create your outline here. So day 2, I will explain the copy button. Okay. So now I'm going to add one lecture here on day 2. I will talk about, okay. Now, at times what happens is you want to duplicate the lecture as is. So then you just say copy. So this button is copy. Just put your cursor, make it downloadable. So what happens is when you do a preview, right? People can download your complete content. So generally keep it disabled. This is how your course is shaping up. This is how it is going to look. So if you make this downloadable, if I make this downloadable, you guys can download my content completely and make it local. So I don't recommend you to do that unless you have some PDF or something which you want them to download, then keep that option enabled. This is make it as a free preview. This is about giving a glimpse into your course. So if you go to Vandana Mehrotra here, so I have a preview video here. So without even logging in, people can view my content. Okay. This is the sales page. Without even enrolling also, the preview thing, people can go ahead and see it, right? And then publish. So unless you publish the lecture, it will not be available on the course view. So you have to, once you upload everything, at last you can go and just say publish all, right? So this is how you create. Now, the best way is simply keep the cursor on that icon. It is telling what it has to do. So you will have to, this is the best way to learn a tool. Keep going tab by tab, look at what it is, explore, try. That's how you will learn. Most importantly, right now here is setting your bio, setting your theme, setting your colors, okay, and then uploading your courses. And this is how you are going to create your Tripwire 3-day course. Okay, so now I will add one more section. That's how you can keep adding lectures. You can keep duplicating lectures. So it will duplicate the recordings also if you have uploaded. Okay, day 3. And how will you give the section name? How will you put the course lecture names? That all is your creativity. Okay, that's how you're going to create your course, right? So now welcome message. So now all of you have prepared your introduction video, who you are, what you do. So how do you now upload? You click on this, click on that heading that you have written, and now you have an option to add a file, add text, add quiz, add code, add custom code. Now you'd all the remaining, the bottom four may not be your need right now. What you need to do is add a file, right? So whatever is the file, okay, PDF, video, or audio, or any other file type. So that is why I said if you have .doc, .ppt, .pdf, .mp3, .mp4, whatever it is, it is now ready to be uploaded as a course. So you click on that and go and locate the file that you want to. It can be in your drive, whatever the location where your file is stored. In this case, I'm going to go to my device and I will say select the files to upload. So, okay, I'm going to select this video. Now video is uploaded and now I want people to comment, call to action, right? So I'm going to switch on the comment. If you don't want your students to comment, you can simply keep it closed, right? Once that has happened, you can simply go and preview. If you don't publish it, it will not be visible. So it is important to publish it. First, let's go and preview how it looks. Okay, this is how it is going to look. The video is going to come here. Okay.
You will learn whatever
this
you
is
need
how
to
it is
learn.
going to look,
Okay?
and this is how the
In
comment
a
section
short,
is going
in 3
to
days,
appear.
important whatever concepts as a business owner you need to learn. I have covered all of that. Okay? Then you can
Right now, in order for this lecture to be seen by your people who buy your course, you have to publish it. Only then it will be available in the course outline. When you don't publish it, it remains inside your curriculum design only. Okay, it will not be, for example, now we have published our welcome message, right? And now we will publish this also, we will publish this, and we will not publish by knowledge business. So let's see how it looks. So you know there are 4 lectures, but only the ones that you have published will be visible to your target audience. Not everything that you have outlined. That is your backend. There is a front end, what your customers will see, and there is a backend where you are doing the preparation for your courses, right? So this is how you create your course outline, and this is how you upload your course content here, right? Now design templates not required. Now if you want to put a pricing to the course, here is where you will do the pricing. Now because Teachable and InstaMojo are still not talking to each other, so we Indian banking system and foreign banking system, there are some issues with these products. So if you have a PayPal account, then you can actually go and set up your payment as PayPal, but you may have PayPal, but your customers may not have PayPal. So that is why you cannot use Teachable for taking payments with your Indian banks. So you have to do some sort of third party integration. That is why there is so much to do. It just takes up your time. Now you have to integrate Razorpay, InstaMojo, Stripe, third party. There's too much of things that you will have to take care. Otherwise, there will be some piece, which is not plugged in properly, and you will say, wow, what's not working, right? So whatever is but if you want to show the price of your product, then you can just set up the price, though you're not taking the payments from here. So you can just say one time, or even it allows subscription, but we are not able to do the subscription model with the Indian banking system. Okay, so all these are features which people in other countries are able to use, but we are not able to use them. So you choose your currency, and you can also price your product. Okay, and whatever you want to okay, I'm just taking some dummy names. Okay, and whatever is a description of the product, and if you want to make it for a limited course duration, it depends on your need. Our products don't require all of that, but if you have a need, you can do that. Okay, and just you add the price. So that's how the price is going to be available. Okay. Yeah. Now you can also bundle your, now drip content is there, where drip means that, I don't know what is order bumps. We have to see, this is something new feature they have added. I haven't explored that yet. Drip is when you want people can go to day 2 only when they have completed day 1. They cannot go to day 2 unless they have completed day 1. Then you can have those drip settings. But all these things come under advanced plan. Earlier it was in 199 plan, $119 plan. Let us see what they allow here. Anytime. Then you can just say after 2 days only open up day 2. So this is little programming that you will, programming in the sense you need to know how your lectures are going to play. So you have to say that only when 100% complete, or after 2 days, or after 2 days of enrollment only open this lecture. If you want to have some controls on the way the course is being, the students can take your course, if that is a need. Okay, I tried this once, but it unnecessarily created some issues, and I deactivated it. It was not needed. Okay, and you can also send an email that this course will be active only after 2 days, whatever is the necessity that you have. Okay, depends on your subject. If you need something like that, it is a possibility, and I think it is giving in the basic plan. No, we are on the trial day. So in trial day, they give the professional version. Otherwise, this may not be available in the $39 per month. Okay. You can see the comments of a specific course here. All comments will be there. Now you can bundle, though, if you want to give some freebies, like I have given free courses along with my program, right? So that this is how it is very easy. Just select if you have many courses, and it will list the courses that you want to bundle, and you can simply bundle that course. Now, because we're working on an empty site, you are not able to see this. I will go back to my school and show you the backend. So even you can see which student have completed, how much course has been completed, who have not even opened the course. And you can also issue your certificates from here. So you can design your own certificate, or you can create a new certificate from scratch. It gives you some samples, or you can upload your own. So say, for example, I use this certificate, it will give help me modify my program name, the student name, it will pick up, it will also pick up the date. Okay. So you can, this is very easy. Okay. You have your logo, you have the title of the certificate. It is giving on the left box, whom is it awarded to, and graduating from what. And you can upload any image, product image, or your course name, or your own picture, whatever you want. And that's how it creates a certificate for you to be awarded to your student. Okay. So this is how you will be setting up your certificate. These are the important buttons that you will have to take care when you are building your course. Okay, so pricing done, certification done, course uploading the courses done, designing your course curriculum done. That's all.